Good morning, everyone. How are you today? It's Jane. I am back again. I am sorry that I haven't recorded a video and uploaded one for the last 2 or 3 weeks. It has been a very busy time for our family. We've had a lot going on, and I find winter time over here in Australia just busy for our family in the fact that we have lots of sport and things on the weekend. So sometimes it can get a little bit hard to get up and record in a quiet environment on a Saturday morning. And then other times I try and record ahead of time and have it ready to upload. And sometimes that doesn't happen because they've got too many things going on through the week. Anyway, so I'm back, I'm here. It's probably not going to be an overly long video this morning. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. One, some of the pens that I've written dry this month and how I've enjoyed them. And two, I want to talk to you about my no spend and how it's going and some of the things that I've actually done to set myself up for success, if that makes sense. Anyway, so first we'll talk about some pens. These were my currently inked that I did with you all at the beginning of the month. And I have written a lot of these dry. So there's been lots of letter writing done this month, which has been great. So this one, the Twisby Eco Cream and Rose Gold, I had it inked with Robert Oster Choc Pudding. That was a carryover from the previous month. That's been written dry. The next one, the Twisby Diamond 580, and I had it inked with Van Diemen's Flywheel Type Cabinet Green. That's been written dry. This one down here, the Pelican Go, that was a gift from Pen Friend Ray. That pen really surprised me. Like, it's I think it's considered a student pen in Germany, and I just had so much fun writing with it. It's a lightweight plastic pen, and the nib on it is just beautiful. It writes so well. So I had it inked with Aurora Borealis, and I enjoyed it so much that I decided to ink it up again with that same ink. Now this click, I'm not going to go through and do a full review either of these. We'll do that next week. Now this click fountain pen with a flex nib on it, I believe. That was from my Penefactor, and it's this one here, and I love the resin. It's mainly green with a bit of blue through there. It's just a beautiful looking pen. Like, I think it's quite a nice looking pen, and I think because I'm very drawn to greens and blues, it really appealed to me. But originally, remember I said I'd had to flush it quite a few times, and I took a few days and dried the nib out, and I just couldn't get it to write the way I wanted it to. So originally I had it inked with Diatramentus Hyacinth, and it was just coming out really watery and light, and that told me that I still had water in the feed. So I tried drying it out for a bit longer, and then I thought, well, maybe it's the converter I've got in it. So then I inked it with just a proprietary cartridge that came with the pen in the box, and that didn't work either. And I'm like, okay, what am I doing wrong here? Like, it's, I've tried 2 different things now, it's not working. And in the end, I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to swap the nib out and put a normal Yo-O nib in it and see how it goes. And now it is writing very well. I've actually got it inked with a sample also from my Penefactor. It is Ferris Press Spruce County Post. So it's a lovely deep green ink. So anyway, so that's that pen. The Violet Cocuno, such an inexpensive little pen. Once again, a little bit like the Pelican Go, but I just had so much fun writing with it. I had Pilot Namiki Black in it, a cartridge, wrote that dry, flushed it out, and decided to ink it up again. I use that pen a lot for taking notes. So you know, it's handy just having a pull off cap and push back on rather than unscrewing or things like that. So that works so well. Re-inked it, and I've put Diatramentus Hyacinth in it, so that's been re-inked. Quaco Sport, that's still going. Pilot E95S with this Waterman Tender Purple, loving that combination. Pilot Decimo Champagne, that's still going. Now, the Sailor Pro Gear Slim in Blue Green Nebula with a 14 karat medium nib, I had it inked with my new Sailor ink, which is Moroccan Mint Tea. Really love the colour of that ink. But I don't know, I wasn't enjoying the combination. I really wasn't. I kept persevering with it for a little bit, and it just wasn't floating my boat, so to speak. So I ended up inking up my Esterbrook SD Rainforest as a really juicy broad nib with that ink, and now I am in love with it. Like, it's such a beautiful combination. I'm seeing a lot of shading in the ink as well, so have really enjoyed that. Pelican M400 still going strong. The Visconti Rembrandt with the Birmingham Pen Company Prickly Pear that we mixed up from the previous month, that's going strong. The Just Turnings Custom Copper line with Van Diemen's Kitten Paw, that's still going strong. The Just Turnings Matte Elven Wood with the Mr. Cypress 14K medium nib. I had it inked with a sample from Pen Friend Tanya. It's the Van Diemen's Leatherwood Honey Amber. Now, this is the original Leatherwood Honey Amber. They went on to actually do another formula, and that's just called Leatherwood Honey. But this is the original one they did, Leatherwood Honey Amber. And I enjoyed that combination so much, I re-inked it with the same ink again because I just loved it. Just Turnings the Matte Rainbow. I had it inked with Birmingham Pen Company Burleywood. I've got a little bit of ink left in that, not a whole lot. This has been another beautiful combination. The Banyu Euphoria and Atlas Stationers Gold Coast, and I've got it inked with Diamine Inkvent Jack Frost. Now, I know that's usually an Inkvent, sort of a Christmassy ink, but it's winter here in Australia, so we're in the southern hemisphere. We have the opposite seasons to the northern hemisphere, and so I don't care that it's an Inkvent colour. I'm using it now because it's winter and it's frosty. So there you go. The Leonardo Memento Zero Grande, inked with Robert Oster Morning Mist, that's still going. This Leonardo Memento Zero in Angel Skin, and I had it inked with Colourverse Brunch Date. Really enjoyed it. It's the first time I'd inked up the pen, so I've decided to re-ink it with the same ink and keep going with it. So, and I thought I'll just do a little writing sample with you for this. So this is the Yoa nib I've put on it. It's still got a little bit of I'm hoping I've worked out what the problem was now, and that it's just, I'll be really upset if I haven't worked it out. So can you see? Yep. So I haven't got my little ink bottle stamp, but we'll just do this. So it's a really lovely green. It's a beautiful looking pen. Like, it's a comfortable pen to write with too. So this is the Click, hang on, I'm gonna have to turn it up a little bit like this. Click Falcon. It's in the blue-green resin. And I've got a Yowo medium nib, and it is, yes, I'm so grateful that it's now working the way I want it to work. Inked with, that's right, Ferris Wheel Press. Spruce County Post. As I said, this is a sample from my Penefactor. It's such a beautiful deep green. I love my greens. And I don't have enough of them in my colour palette this month. So I think I'm going to change that up next month. Now, as to my nose bend, that has been going really well. I think I've been on it now for nearly 2 months. I think it's been about 6 or 7 weeks. And some of the things that I decided that I was going to do around that to sort of set myself up for success is I created a few little rules. So I've got a budget of $20 a month, which is very, very small, but $20 a month. And that is simply to, if I run out of glue or paper or print paper or sticker paper or something like that, I've got money there to buy those things to keep going. It's not to buy pens or inks or anything like that. It's simply to buy supplies that I may have run out of. The other thing I'm allowed to use that $20 for is for Patreon subscriptions to support other creators. So at the moment I'm supporting Donovan Beeson, and she's called Selfage on Patreon, or Donovan Beeson. I'll put a link down below anyway. And the other one is via Michaela. So the lovely thing about supporting those creators is I do the like $5 memberships, I think it is, and with those each month it comes with printable downloads that you can use. So I've had great fun in printing Donovan's and Michaela's stickers, like in the downloadable stickers that they have on sticker paper, and just having stickers. It's a way of having some new supplies to play with and sort of keep the interest going without having to spend a fortune. So these are some of the envelopes, like this one and this one are from Donovan Beeson's Patreon, the background papers. She has designed these. Same with these two stickers. These two stickers here are from another download that I bought in the previous month, and that's from Everyday Explorers Co. So I got a download that I purchased through them and made a whole heap of stickers. This paper and I think this sticker here, they're from Via Michaela. So these are, as you know, I'm an avid letter writer. I write a lot of letters. So having nice writing paper, which is usually the Tomoe River paper or the Iroquois paper, to write my letters on, and then to be able to put my letters in interesting envelopes, makes my heart sing. It really does. So there's those. And then another thing that I've also done, my husband gave me this. He knows I like Frankie magazines. They have beautiful paper in them, like really good thick quality paper, and I make a lot of my envelopes from these magazines. So this was a 20th birthday special, and out of that I made all these envelopes. So there's quite a few here. They're all different. I like the fact that they're interesting. So I don't know where you are in your country, but if you have magazines that you find, or even brochures or things like that you find, and it's got good quality paper, make envelopes out of it. Get yourself a template. All you got to do is find an envelope that you like the style of, and gently pull it apart, and you can use that as your template to create other envelopes. So that's what I have done literally for 12 years, maybe even longer. So I got a lot of envelopes out of this, and it was just fun to do. Each one is completely different, as you can see, but they're all really interesting. I've got a friend who's really into bikes, so I know who that one's going to go to. So like even these ones with the pickles and things. So these are another way that I have been able to sort of stay on the straight and narrow, so to speak. So how many have we got there? I made, and I've still got other pages in the book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that's 25 envelopes. It's not bad. I didn't buy the magazine, so it can't count as my no spend. My husband bought it for me. So, but yeah, all those envelopes. And then, as I said, having these different papers and handmade stickers from other creators, it's been another way to sort of keep things interesting and keep the enthusiasm for paper crafting there and writing letters and using my pens. So yeah, it's going pretty well. There's been I think early on in my no spend, I found it a bit hard because I found that everything I saw that was coming out I wanted. I'm like, oh, I really love that. Oh, I wish I could get that. Now I'm sort of 6 or 7 weeks into it. I'm finding I don't have that same sort of need to look at things or buy things. It's interesting. It's like the longer I go, the more comfortable I am with not purchasing things. And let's face it, there's always going to be limited edition pens and inks out there that, go before you have the chance to buy them. And it's sort of having that resolve within yourself to step back and go, you know what, I'm okay. I don't actually need it. Yes, I really love it. I really want it, but I don't actually need it. And I think the other thing that has been great about this, it has given me a different focus. So it has allowed me to enjoy the things I already have. I find when you just keep buying and buying and buying, and everyone is different. I am not criticizing anyone. This is a hobby that is a very individual thing. But for me, I found like I kept buying things and I was using that pen or ink and really loving it, but wasn't really giving it a time to shine on its own, if that makes sense. Now I'm actually going back and exploring things and troubleshooting problems that I may have with them, trying different things, and I'm just having a wonderful time re-exploring what I already have. So yes, that is, my no spend is going well. And I think, it's, as I said, it's a very individual hobby. Everyone does different things speak to them. Some people have a bigger budget where they're able to afford more pens or more expensive pens or more inks, and I'm so happy for them. That is absolutely wonderful. But for me at this point in time, this is what I need to do, and I'm okay with it. I'm actually quite happy doing this. So that's all I've really got for you today. Just a short video. I'm hoping that through the week I can get to recording another one for you that I can release either next week or next weekend. And until then, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. It's a bit of a rambly video, but I hope wherever you are in the world that you have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here next time. Take care. Bye.